We decided on crowdfunding because we were kind of curious about, different kinds of funding, sort of non-traditional, I suppose. So we've always, in the past, worked through different kinds of grants, whether that's sort of public funding or different other kinds of funds or grants. And we just thought it would be interesting to try something else that wasn't reliant on very kind of, I guess, the normal way we were working before. This was a second stage of a project, so we'd already done a series of small performances before this stage on the island, which meant we had a few assets and that kind of thing already, so we could easily create different kinds of rewards. The reason that we went for Kickstarter was, well, a couple of reasons. The first was that we wanted to show the rewards in pounds sterling rather than any other currency, because it was what we knew of was a very kind of British audience that would be attracted to this. So we decided that was kind of important, that it definitely felt like it was coming out of Scotland. I think the all or nothing was attractive because it didn't feel like a huge amount that we were going for. So we did feel confident that yes, we'll be able to work really hard and get this amount in. So that was another attraction. It was not an arts funding or crowdfunding platform. It very much covers lots of different sort of themes and sectors. So we thought it would be really good for us because our audience is really diverse, and we'd known that from other bits of the project that, I'd mentioned that it involved birds and birdsong and landscape and so on. And it involves Gaelic song and Gaelic language as well. So it was really important that we were on a platform that would feel accessible and visible to people that were outside of a sort of visual arts scene or music scene specifically, so that we could be very accessible to birders or just it was very open to everyone rather than a specific arts audience. Something that we really spent a lot of time on, which was really, really useful, was setting up the page. So spending time making a video was really useful. I'd done a lot of reading in the kind of FAQs of Kickstarter, and their biggest piece of advice was, if you want to get noticed, especially by people that you don't know, just make a really kind of succinct and an accessible video that's well made and that really tells your audience everything. It's really talking to them. A really big thing that we learned was that the running of it, it's kind of like iceberg shaped, if you will. You have like the campaign itself and then post-campaign, which was very big, which is the big under the waterline. So Hannah made these beautiful prints as part of the project, and we scaled 3 of them down and made them into postcard sets, which were gorgeous. Because that was a £10 reward, that was very accessible for people to sort of pay that amount of money to support us, and so that was probably the most popular. Have someone just to help with that rewards process afterwards, to help with the fulfillment, which became, with all the little details, with thank you postcards, with address writing and packaging and post office trips, it became probably about an entire week's worth of my time, which was difficult while I was also producing a large-scale project. Really plan for the campaign, and don't underestimate the amount of time that you'll need to put in. It does feel like a lot more than doing a straightforward kind of application like you might be doing, but the kind of reward that you get from it is different. So I do think it's worth the time because you get so much of that community and that marketing as well out of it.